Hello, freshmen. As you can tell, I am not here today. If I'm talking to you on a YouTube video, that probably means I'm not there physically with you. But you guys do have Mr. Hole today as your sub, so be nice to Mr. Hole. Um, he's very kindly agreed to sub for me today and watch over you guys and make sure you're doing all the stuff you need to do. Excuse me. I I'm clearly sick, which is why I'm not there. And I'm waiting for test results. If they come back negative, I can come back. If not, I guess I will see you starting next week, and we'll just have to keep doing this Google Classroom thing until then. But we'll see. Um, so on Google Classroom today is where you're going to find all your assignments and the descriptions of the assignments. I just want to go over things with you via this YouTube video, so I can make sure that you understand exactly what you're supposed to be doing here. So. Um, when you open up Google Classroom, you're going to see that you've got your assignments listed. First thing that you're going to do as soon as this video is over, your most dangerous game analysis questions were supposed to be done today. So as soon as this video ends, you're going to go and turn those into the homework tray. Make sure your name is on them. Don't turn them in without your name on them. The other thing that you're going to do after that is on your Chromebooks. So Mr. Hole, when the video is over, is going to let you guys get up and go grab your Chromebooks, gently unplug them and grab them and take them to your desk so that you guys can do the assignment that is on Google Classroom today. Now, the assignment on Google Classroom today is kind of another wrap-up assignment, similar to the one that we did for the Velt. So when you open it, you're going to see it's a theme and characterization brain dump exercise over the most dangerous game. So just like we did when we read the Velt, you're going to try to come up with as many themes as you can from the most dangerous game. You're shooting for at least 5, if not more than that. I gave you 10 spaces to fill in here. You don't have to fill up all 10. I'm just asking for at least 5. So think back to the most dangerous game. You've still got your copy of the text. I would suggest maybe going back through our annotations that we did in the text in your textbook to see if you can find things that are jumping out to you as potential themes from the story that you could do. Then at the bottom, I couldn't really do a fill-in Venn diagram here, unfortunately. But you do have something similar to a Venn diagram in that you have Rainsford on one side, Generals are off on the other side. You are going to go ahead and compare and contrast their characterization. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, these men are very dissimilar, but actually, as you start to look at this, you're probably going to realize there's a lot more similarities here in the center for these two characters than there are differences. So you're going to go ahead and do those things for me. Sorry, I'm getting all these text messages and stuff in the middle of this. Okay. So that's going to be your goal there, is to do themes and characterization brain dump. As soon as you finish, you can go back to the classroom assignment and you can hit submit, because that's the only part of the assignments for today that are actually on Google Classroom. So once you're done with your brain dump exercise, you can hit the submit button. The next thing, which I do outline here on the assignment, is you're going to do your Unit 12 note cards. Not Unit 12, sorry. Unit 2 note cards, but there are 12 of them, just like there were for Unit 1. So you're going to grab your 12 note cards. The box with the note cards is in the front of the classroom underneath the handout table that you go to at the beginning of class period every day. You're going to grab 12 of them, and then you can start making your flashcards just like you did for Unit 1. In case you forget how to do those, I did put on the assignment the copy of that template handout. So it reminds you, okay, here's how you're going to do your front of the note card with the term and the definitions of the Greek and Latin roots inside of it. And then you've got the back of the note card where you just put the definition and the example sentence. Again, in the example sentence, do not put the vocab word, because then it renders your card completely useless, because now the answer's on the back. And when we do the practice activities in class with your note cards, you've got the answer already. So it kind of ruins that card. Try not to put, not try, don't put the vocab word inside those sentences, because then you kind of ruin it. All right, and that'll be the last thing that you have to do today. So you've got turn in your most dangerous game questions, you've got your brain dump exercise with characterization and themes, and then you've got your 12 note cards. That's it. You can turn in your Google Classroom assignment when you finish the online assignment, and then you can work on your flashcards after that if you want to do it that way, so that you're not worried about having your Chromebook out. Note, important note, especially since I know my pre-AP kids are really concerned about being first in the House Cup points, and we're pretty close right now on all the House Cup points. So at the bottom it says, if all the Chromebooks are returned correctly to the Chromebook cart by the end of the period, meaning they're in the correct spot, They're right side up with the number and the labels right side up, not upside down. They're plugged in the right spots. Mr. Hull's going to check at the end of the period, and if they're all correctly in there, he's going to give you guys 10 house points for your class. Um, or let me know that you're going to get 10 house points for your class. So he's going to make a little note on the sub sheet and say, period 4, put all their Chromebooks back correctly, and I will know to give you guys 10 house points. The last thing that it says, there's the class that receives the best behavior report from Mr. Hull, meaning you were focused the entire period. You weren't up walking around doing silly stuff. You weren't distracted talking to your peers. You were focused and working the whole time. You're going to get an additional 20 house points when I get back. So that means up for grabs today, folks, is 30 house points. That's a lot. For some of you guys right now, that's like a third of your points. So focus, get your work done today. Fingers crossed I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, but if not, we'll do something similar again tomorrow. There'll be more house points up for grabs based on your guys' behavior and your ability to return your Chromebooks in the ways that you know that you should be doing. All right, if you have questions today, I will be bedridden today, not up walking around and stuff, but I will be focused on Google Classroom and checking in and checking my email and all that stuff. So if you have questions, shoot me an email, comment on the classroom assignment. I'll be responding as quickly as I can. So just let me know. I hope to see you guys soon. Have a good day. Be good for Mr. Hull. See ya.